wanted to chat today is what I'm going to be featuring at my shop. On my shop, I have a baby album tutorial that is very complete. It's a whole book. It really is a book. When you print it, it's over 60 pages, not even including the pictures that you get. With those, you get over 100 different pictures included with the tutorial in great resolution, so you can follow along, very detailed instructions. But that specific product is $10, and it's geared more towards someone who is a beginner for mini albums. If you are not a beginner and you've done several, or you kind of know the mechanisms, you can just jump to what I'm calling blueprints. Those are going to be offered on my shop, and they are basically, I'm showing you kind of an example. This folio, or it's not a folio, this trifold album here that I have follows these blueprints exactly. So I'm going to be offering those. They're a little bit faster for me to do. They basically have all of the measurements of all of the pages. They don't have the detailed step-by-step instructions. So it wouldn't say like adhere this page to this. It would just have the measurement of this pattern paper and what you need in the different sizes and the different arrows pointing to, for instance, for a pocket, it would show the dimensions and what line you score at. It won't say score at. So if you're a little bit more of an expert creating albums, then this is perfect. This is a perfect product for you. And it's also much less expensive. I am not sure if I'm going to be including it with a full tutorials as well, so stay tuned for that. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and show you the album. This is this is a perfect album for instance, if you have someone who has two children, two babies, one side can be one of the babies and the other side can be the others. So I'm really excited. Like I said, this side, they're completely mirrored except for this introduction here. This one here has 4 photo mats, and they measure, they're 3 3/4 inches long here, and they kind of continue getting stacked. They get longer and longer, and they're relatively easy to pull in and out, so that when they add the pictures, so as you can see, this one can hold a much larger picture. When they add the picture, they can still slide it with ease. And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention the original dimensions of the folio are, it measures 8 inches by 10 inches with a 1-inch spine. And here's the spine in the back side. And it has this really super easy Velcro closure that I really like because it's really cute. And it's really easy to put together. So then on this side, when you open it this way, it has a waterfall feature. This is decorated with some pattern paper, but they can either put the pictures on the top of the pattern paper or at the back. This is perfect for 3x4 pictures, which are very popular right now. And if you hear any noises, it's not only my pets, but now I have my baby here in my craft room. She is resting in her pack and play. She's just 8 weeks today, so soon to be 2 months. So she's a doll, but she, of course, makes some noises. So yeah, so it has this waterfall feature here that can house. It has 8 flaps, so it can hold 16 pictures here plus a 17th picture here. So quite a lot of space for pictures. Then these swing tabs, they swing up or down. And not only can you can do some journaling here, or you can add a picture here. This can house an entire 4x6 picture without having to crop it. I believe the full size of this is 6.5 by 5 inches. So definitely you can put, and you'll still have a border and you'll see the pattern paper. In addition, it's a pocket, so you can also add some pictures here, and you can add 2 pictures in here or do some journaling at the back plus a picture out here. So just this mechanism can house 8 pictures. So wonderful mechanism. It can house a lot of pictures here. So we have about 17 here plus a couple in here, unless you want to even crop them even more. And then 8 pictures over here with a back that you can put some pictures in here as well. Then there's this gorgeous pattern paper. You can either leave it blank and enjoy the pattern paper, or you can add some 4x6s on here, and I'm gonna bring some 4x6s to kind of show the dimensions. So here's a 3x4 and here's a 4x6. You can add a 4x6 portrait style, or you can add a 4x6 landscape and it'll still fit, or you can crop it a little bit. If you have 3x4s, you can add several of them in all different types of configurations. So like I said, I've said in the past, for baby albums, I highly recommend 3x4 pictures, or 4x4 or 3x3s, just because it gives you a lot more play and interest to the eye. And also when you have a baby, you're gonna have a lot of pictures, so you don't want to develop them all necessarily in 4x6. So then this flaps opens out, and then you have this really pretty configuration, pocket configuration. These mats house full 4x6 pictures, and you still get a border. And then you can do some journaling at the back, or you can add another 4x6. And then this is a very deep pocket, so you can also add more pictures in here. You don't need the mats, or you can make more mats for the person you're giving this to. This also can hold a perfect 4x6. The thing that I really love about these mats is that the 4x6s can be portrait or landscape, just because they're going to be pulled out. So it gives the recipient a lot of play. Then this flips down, and again, room for another 4x6, room for some journaling, and the same over here, the same two mats. And then here there's a large space for a 4x6 landscape or portrait. So again, a lot of room in the album. So now moving on to this side of the flap. This has a really deep pocket, and I love it because you can also fit a 4x6 picture here, and you can still enjoy some of the paper, or you can leave it blank. And then it has this giant mat here with a puller. And you can either do a 5x7 or a 4x6, and you'll have a border, or you can crop some 4x6s, and you'll still have the ability to journal down here, or you can actually do two 4x6 just with a little bit of cropping. You can, and then you can use the back as well. Or of course, if you're doing 3x4s, you definitely can incorporate a lot more pictures. So it has this very big mat. And then in addition, it has these other two mats. You can put a 4x6 here. You'll just have to do some minor cropping for the pull tab. And then some journaling either at the back or at the front. Or of course, you can do a 3x4 and have a border, and it'll look very cute as well. So this closes down, and then these two, and these are independent flaps. This secures them down as well. And then on this side is exactly the same. I will just show it really quickly to show the pattern paper. I use a lot of different pattern papers for my stash, nothing special. The only difference here is that instead of these 4 pockets, it has one large pocket with all these mats, but it still has 4 mats. This one is larger, and the configuration is also different. This one can better hold a 4x6 picture. And I can pull this one out. This is the largest one. You will have to do some cropping though, but you can put a 4x6 at the front and at the back, and then insert it back in. This mat is a little bit different. You can add a 4x6, have some journaling opportunity here, and then do another one at the back, or even a 5x7. These ones are more for journaling opportunities or smaller cropped pictures. I'm trying to find my 3x4. Here's my 3x4. You can do a 3x4 here, and you won't even really need to crop, and then maybe use the back for journaling, or you can just use the whole photo mat for journaling. This flips this way, and then it has the same waterfall feature here, a different pattern paper, of course, and then the same independent pull tab, this giant tab with the smaller tabs, and then room for a picture here. And then these two flip this way, and again, large area for a picture here, and journaling opportunities. And then these tabs pull out and they're wonderful for portrait or landscape style pictures. This flips this way, and then of course the large area here for pictures or journaling. And then this flips this way, and this shuts this way. And this is a very quick to create project. It's a lot better, it's a lot easier, as you can see, than the larger baby album, yet it can house, I want to say over 40 pictures for each child. So definitely a lot of room for pictures, and yet it's a little faster to create and also very cute and interesting to the eye. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this craft chat, and if you think the blueprints are a good idea, if you want to leave some comments below or give me a thumbs up or let me know what your thoughts are about doing blueprints as a product instead of the full-fledged tutorial, which also takes longer for me to create. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you again later.